Go.
It's recording?
Yeah.
Oh, welcome everyone to the Real Whovians cast, episode 32, Reboot. I am your
132.
host.
132.
Did I say 132?
You said 32.
Did I? Man, this is just a disaster already. All right. Okay, I can't even cut this. This is crazy. All right. This is 132 of the Real Whovians cast. I'm your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Graham. What's up, Graham?
Morning, guys and dolls.
What's up, Stephen Price?
Hello there.
Great Theft Auto. All right.
Yeah.
Can't escape that one. What's up, Mike?
What's up, guys? How we doing?
All right. So yesterday we did a cast, and I did not know when I went to sleep. I woke up and I found out that Graham's audio did not capture, so I had to scrap it. So we're gonna redo that episode, and in the episode there was 3 mini-sodes that Stephen Moffat, from Stephen Moffat, from I guess it's Series 7, Part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna screen share it, and I can't screen share it because Zoom won't screen share it. Very nice. All right. Well, let's just talk about each one now. On Dr. TV UK, there are a link to the 3 of them. The first one is called Rain Gods. Now, did everybody see the mini-sode?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. It has to take place after the Snowmen, sometime when he's with Clara, where he just doesn't visit her and he hangs out with River Song. So, the Doctor and River Song go on one of their adventures that we hardly ever see, that they do in a mini-sode now. So, what do you think of the mini-sode, Graham?
Well, unbeknownst to me, when we talked about this last night, was when they were going about the whole Planet of the Rain Gods thing, this was actually mentioned in Neil Gaiman's The Doctor's Wife. It's as like a throwaway line, so it seems as if this has been thrown together as an extra just to incorporate this planet, into Matt Smith's continuity. But all in all, it's a typical usual River Doctor thing. The whole, yes, dear, we'll do it your way, dear.
Wait, so in other words, in a Doctor's Wife, he referenced.
It was referenced. It was if you look at Doctor Who TV UK, the paragraph above the actual video for that mini-sode, it references the fact that the name of this planet was referenced in The Doctor's Wife.
Oh, okay. So it did. In other words, it was mentioned for something, and this is the adventure from it.
Yeah, which is weird because that took place way before season 7. But there you go.
But the problem is that he's wearing the outfit of Series 7, Part 2.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah.
All right.
But it was funny enough.
That doesn't make sense, and I don't like things that don't make sense. Because all the mini-sodes are kind of connected to Clara's time.
Hang on, Steve. Can you try and screen share Doctor Who TV UK, mate?
Yeah,
to see if it works for you. Just to get a look at that paragraph.
right. Yeah. That's going good.
I think they're mistaken because they haven't been right. I'm not saying that they're wrong, but sometimes they are wrong. So, he's wearing the outfit from Snowmen through Series 7, Part 2.
Well, it could have been he visited the planet before and he went back.
I think he went back. I think he went back because, this is after Snowmen, definitely.
Yeah. No, but we know what it is in the timeline. We're just saying that this supposed planet has been mentioned before in the Doctor's Wife.
Okay, well, for the viewers who haven't seen it, the Doctor and River get caught by this army, and they're gonna kill them. And the Doctor does a thing like praying to the rain gods. It rains, they get electrocuted, and him and River go off in the Tardis, which is very short. I mean, it's like 1:49 or something like that. But it really ties in closer to their relationship, they're a little more connected than usual. What do you think, Mike? I mean, you think so?
Yeah, in a way. I'm still wondering how he had it, the lightning strike
right,
like that.
Steve is now screen sharing that paragraph there. Scroll down a wee bit, Steve.
Yeah. There we go.
Well, there you go.
Okay, it was supposed to do with Amy and Rory, but they were just and they just decided to do something, revisit that.
Yeah.
I guess. All right.
Looks like it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You liked it, Mike?
Yeah, it was cute. It was cute, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Let's
but
go.
again, I mean, it's hard to really say what was going on.
Right.
It kind of stinks. It's a little mini because they could have did a full-fledged story with the Doctor and River on a little adventure. You know, for 45 minutes or so.
Well, I think the whole point of that was it wasn't an adventure. He just went to take her out to eat or something, or they went, like he said.
Yeah, she mentioned the restaurant, didn't she? Yeah, she mentioned the restaurant.
Yeah.
But
He just went to take her to eat, and it was like they just got caught up in nonsense, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think, Stephen Price? Did you like it?
Yeah, it was okay. The audio was a bit poor, though.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, are you tired of seeing River Song, or are you glad we got to see River
Yeah,
Song?
no, I'm glad that she's gone.
What?
You said gross?
No, it's not. I think he said you'll be glad when she goes.
Oh.
Yeah, she's been in it far too long now.
But what if she don't want to go? No, I don't want to go now.
Stephen, the John Barrowman fan down there.
Yeah. Is that T-shirt Fruit of the Looms, Hanes, or like what is it?
I've just got to mention, Mike. Not to go off topic. I've just got to mention, Mike. He's wearing Nazis T-shirt again.
What T-shirt? No, Toronto. Look.
Oh, yeah.
Toronto, I did that.
Very nice, bro. Very
Fair
nice.
enough, mate. We'll let you away with it.
All right, so the Rain Gods, I liked it. You liked it, Graham? We all liked it?
Yeah, but yeah, it was decent enough, yeah.
Cool.
But when you're not getting anything, you'll take something.
Yeah, at this point, yeah, we're taking, like, you know, donations of Doctor Who episodes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Scroll down a little bit, Mr. Price. Let's see what else we have here.
That's just a video.
There you go. That's them. Yeah, okay.
Video 1, Rain Gods, yep.
As always, she's very beautiful.
Okay, here we go. This is where it goes haywire.
Yeah. This is like some fanboy's, like, dream. Okay, I don't know if it's Stephen Moffat's dream or, like, everybody else, but...
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah. While it's nice, you know, and I'm sure we think about this, this is not a good explanation of a Doctor Who mini-sode, let alone an episode, because it throws out every single Doctor Who law of time and everything that the show's been built on for 50 years, sort of for fantasy elements of it.
Hell yeah.
In this episode, Clara, the Tardis is fighting with Clara and is talking to her, like beeping like R2-D2. And
wouldn't let her find a room, yeah.
And she goes to go back and she encounters her future self from the night before, wearing the same exact outfit because I guess budget just wasn't there. And it turns out that the Tardis had plucked Clara out of time for like 25 times and put her in the same spot, which makes no sense, as well as the risk that there could be a paradox and she touches herself just like Brigadier.
You know, I was thinking about this morning, and it could be a simple case of along the same lines of what they done in Journey to the Centre of the Toilet. I mean, TARDIS. You know, you got 2 or 3 versions of Clara floating about there.
I think this is, as they would say in coupling, I think this is flushable. Because I mean, as a you know, it was pretty awesome to see for the eyes, but scientifically, Doctor Who law speaking, not at all. Because so if the Doctor dies, you can just pluck him in time, put him in a TARDIS. You know, it's like then there's no rules really. That the sonic screwdriver's Superman's gadget, and it's like there is no rules, but there has to be rules. There has to be rules in Doctor Who in order for it to be interesting, because that means that death is never final, and you can do whatever you want.
That one yet.
All right, so I'm sorry, I talked too much. What did you think of the episode, Stephen Price, with all the Claras?
It was a bit weird.
Yeah.
I mean,
Weird.
yeah. Mike?
Well, that kind of explains. I have no idea. It makes no sense to me. Again, we got to see some past companions from school. If they would have ended it after she saw the other companions,
That would have been fine.
Perry Brown.
Yeah.
Romana, Lala Ward, absolutely.
Had a wee dig at Karen Gillan as Amy there about her legs and whatnot. But there you go.
And Moffat repeats though. Like he had Amy Pond flirt with herself in that other mini-sode, and Clara's flirting with herself here, like we both slept in the bed. That's like okay.
Well,
Yeah.
Children's program, Moffat. Really? Yeah.
I'm not having it. Sorry. As much as it was pretty awesome to see, it's not. It wasn't a good idea to do that.
Well, as I say, it was fine and it was cool. She got a look at the database.
If it was holograms, that'd be different. But
Yeah.
I don't know what to make of it. It's weird. It is weird, like Steve said.
All right,
I will simply simplify this by saying this is a bolt-on to journey to the centre of the Tardis. Even though the codes are different, what the hell? That's what I'm putting this.
I would like to link this as going for the gold, where like there was a weeping angel just chilling in the TARDIS, nobody ever said anything. I don't think this is canon. I think it's just like whatever. I don't know what this is, but I'm not going to consider this anything because like people say, "Oh, have fun." Yeah, but you have rules and you got to follow rules. And
it's weird. It's like I told you last night, Joe. These mini-sodes are mind-boggling because when it comes to mini-sodes and prequels, some of them are canon. They jump off the page at you canon right away, and other ones you're going, "What the hell was that?"
These mini-sodes have more meaning than episodes, and that's the thing that's scary. Let's go to the next one.
And the other one.
Yes.
Please scroll down. There we go.
The Inforium. Now, in this episode, we learned that the Doctor has harnessed the technology of the silence, and
whoa, Joe. I watched this back this morning, and I didn't hear any mention of the word silence. I heard science.
No, silence, because he was talking about the silence when people forget after they look away, or after they look away, or after. No, he did say silence.
Did he?
Yeah.
No, it said memory lock.
Memory lock of the silence.
Well, if I've missed that, I apologise, man.
Yeah.
I'll have to go back and double check that.
Anyway, yeah. Actually, you know what? Could you see it on your end?
I can have a quick look.
All right. Well, you can mute. We all talk, and you can watch it. Mike.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Out of the three of them, I thought this one was the cooler one. I did enjoy this one. Yeah.
This was the best one.
This one I'd like to know more about. Maybe see it mentioned in an episode or something.
They said the 12 realities, and he's like, I'm well aware of the 12 realities. So now, did Moffat just basically explain Series 5, 6, and 7 because there's 12 alternate realities that the Doctor could travel to at any time? Like, have things changed? Is he watching over Rose's reality? Is he just getting bored with our universe? Is he? I mean, is in the other universes the other Doctors? John Hurt? What?
Right. Exactly.
12 realities.
12 of them.
Yeah. That's interesting.
It is.
And it's interesting how he said he can't erase this database at all, ever, but he can mind block it or whatever.
Weird. I'd like to see more of this explained in an episode.
But the thing I don't understand is it's like a time loop, because after the guy forgets, it goes back to the same point where he's talking to him, and it's the same recording. So why isn't it like a time loop?
That's true, too. It seems like, we need this in an episode explained a little more.
I mean, mini-sodes are awesome, but the thing is that that the purpose was to answer some questions, and it raised more questions than it answered.
Right, exactly.
A lot more, actually. So now, Moffat, this is what we're going to be talking about for the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So, Stephen Price, what'd you think?
Yeah, like Mike guys, I enjoyed the third episode more than the other ones.
Yeah, absolutely. And notice that the Doctor is wearing the outfit from the Series 7 Part 1.
Yeah.
Not Part 2. So this takes place in Series 7 Part 1.
Right, exactly.
Because at the end of Angels Take Manhattan, in Angels Take Manhattan, she's like, oh, you erased. So this takes place Series 7 Part 1. That's definitive. Clara thing, of course, is Series 7 Part 2. And the Doctor and River, I'm going to say Series 7 Part 2 because that's the outfit after the snowman.
Yes.
So that's what I'm going to say.
It's true.
Definitely true. I mean, that was the first time he wore that was during the Clara time. So that's what I'm saying. So overall, I mean, good mini-sodes, I think.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
A step in the right direction.
The middle one was weird, but, you know.
Yeah, but I'm still waiting for the one with the monk and River that was filmed supposedly.
Yeah.
That we've never seen.
Well, we still got another, 2 months, so.
But you remember, guys, if you guys don't remember our subscribers, when Matrix Lord was talking about more mini-sodes than ever, and we didn't see anything really, hardly. I mean, we did see some. This is what we were talking about. The 3 that are here, the Straxfield reports, the he said, she said, all these mini-sodes are more mini-sodes this year than last year. Definitely. Well, more this season than last season. And there's still more. So, I mean, I think we even said it, too, that before the 50th anniversary, they would release the mini-sodes so we could have something to talk about. Remember?
Yep.
All right, guys. Right, I'm back. I've rewatched it, and Joe, my apologies, mate. The word silence was used.
Okay.
The term used was mind-proof.
Mind-proof.
Yep, nifty little trick. Learned it from the silence.
Right. Okay. So there you have it. The Doctor.
And it was 12 levels of reality, no 12 alternate realities.
No, I know they never said alternate. 12 levels of reality. 12, whatever that means.
Yeah, with these mini episodes, I'm sure we're going to get a few more before the 50th.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
We might get 1 or 2 between the 50th and the Christmas. Maybe we'll get a couple between Christmas and season 8.
Maybe.
Well, at the very least, you'd expect a prologue between the end of the 50th.
We got to build up Capaldi. We got to build them up. I mean, it's gonna be a long wait.
But you know what, though? The problem is that, and this is happening everywhere. You guys there? The problem is that we already seen footage of the Christmas special.
And turkey.
No. The other footage. You didn't see the live footage where they're having dialogue?
Yeah.
Oh, was that the 30-second clip? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But we're seeing more for the Christmas. More for Series 8 and nothing for the 50th. That is going to be a problem because why can't we see... Okay, here's my complaint.
Yep.
Why are you laxy-daisy? Why, in other words, are they letting us see everything for the Christmas special? They're not blocking anything. They're throwing stuff out there. But when it comes to the 50th... They were behind. They promoted the 12th Doctor, they promoted the Christmas special, Series 8, and the 50th was sort of just thrown on the side. Now, with all this energy devoted towards the Christmas, why can't they just put something out for the 50th? Why can't, beside the poster, a clip, a 5-second teaser? They did that with Donna Noble over the summer before Series, I think it was over summer, before Series 4 started. She's talking to Graham, her grandfather, and she's like, I've seen this man, and all that stuff, and she's like, he's the Doctor, and they showed the Centaurans, the Daleks, the Ood. why? And they did like those flash thing, like like when they did with Stolen Earth, and they did the trailer. They showed Sarah Jane, boom, then Walter Jones, boom, then Rose, boom, right? Why can't we see like a something? And the problem is all,
I think they got some surprises in the 50th, and they really want to surprise us. I think we'll see promotions as it gets closer.
You think so?
I have a feeling there's some stuff in the 50th, and I'm hoping that Moffat really wants to surprise us with in a good way. So that's what I think. So they want to deter us. Oh, here's Peter Capaldi. He's going to be the 12th Doctor. That deters us. Here's a little bit of the Christmas being filmed.
Right.
We know Matt's going to, or we know the 11th's going to regenerate. We don't know anything about the. I think we're going to be surprised in a good way.
You know what they call it, guys?
And then they're going to out to do the trailer and not to show the past Doctors until it's out.
If they're that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. They might want to just surprise us as we're watching it. And if they can keep it a secret, that would be cool because it's hard. With spoilers and all nowadays. It's
so
really
October 23rd or around there is when we'll see the 50th anniversary trailer.
I would guess around Halloween. Yeah,
you would have to assume you must have at least a trailer by the end of October because November is promotion month.
I'm saying October 22nd, actually 23rd. I'm saying October 23rd, 50th anniversary trailer, or October 22nd, around them. Give it a 3-day radius because I don't know about the weekend.
And we might get a few little 50th anniversary mini-sodes.
Yeah.
We might, you know what I mean? So I think it's coming. They're keeping it quiet. I don't know. I know they haven't been promoting it.
You know what? I find it interesting that Children in Need is 2 weeks earlier this year. So
that's interesting.
You might get something on that as
you
well.
You might get a classic Doctors if they're not in the 50th evening at all. You might get some type of thing where, Clara's just talking to the holograms in the Tardis. She goes in a room. Maybe we'll see another Tardis room, and then there it is in holographic form. All the Doctors talking to her.
That would have been made cool for a mini episode.
That's what I'm saying.
Speaking,
it could be a 5-minute mini episode.
Yeah.
Speaking of holograms, did we touch upon the fact that it was a hologram in that mini-sode, yeah? I don't know, I wasn't here.
We don't know. With the Claras?
No, I'm talking about that mini-sode there with the Inforium. Did you guys touch upon the fact that he was obviously a hologram?
Yeah, he was a hologram, yeah.
Yeah.
No, we didn't touch upon it. No, he was a hologram in this episode.
Yeah.
That's all I got. Yeah, Doctor TV UK, check it out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are any of you looking forward to the big finish audio?
Yeah, right at the end. I heard the trailer. You hear the trailer of that?
Yeah.
Pretty awesome, I think.
That is definitely. That's a definite listen for me, man. I'm definitely going to listen to that. I don't listen to any of the audios really, but that one I'm going to go at. I'm going to get.
Yep.
Right.
Download or whatever. Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. All right. So another thing with the Christmas special, is it going to be like the 12 months of Christmas or not 12 months of Christmas because he's going to Thanksgiving with turkeys, right? I mean, I don't know. Is he going throughout the different months in 12 days? Is he like? Are they going to celebrate every holiday? Are they going after a thread? I mean, what the hell?
No, I mean, with turkey for Christmas as well. It's not just Thanksgiving.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Because they don't do Thanksgiving over there.
No, we didn't go and kick out some Indians. We just sent all the prisoners out of Australia.
So they do their turkey dinner
Yep.
I'm hoping we get to another thing too is there was one clip I saw, not a clip, but it was like a still picture, and it kind of reminds me of the End of Time with the snow and the, I'm wondering if, because I did hear that they're going to film where they filmed the End of Time regeneration sequence, by her house, Rose. So I'm wondering if the Doctor brings Clara there to watch, stuff with the Ood or whatever. I mean, I'm wondering about that.
I just think that's a simple case of reusing all the location stuff and calling it something else. So,
Maybe.
yeah.
I'm hoping they do something completely different with his regeneration. Really.
Unless, of course, something is tied to the regeneration that is what Series 8 is about. Like with the Ood telling him that, and something happens, maybe he does get thrown into another alternate reality or something, and he's just there to watch how it happens. I mean, I don't know. They got to explain stuff. I mean, they really, they can't just leave us in the loop with certain things. So maybe he was thrown into another level of reality. If it's not an alternate reality, maybe it's...
I mean, it's one. I mean, you're going to get the Christmas special, and then it's a 9-month wait, right? But technically, the first 2 months of that 9 months, we will have stuff to report because things will be coming out with regards to Capaldi's dress and...
Well,
get the odd foaming snap, So that might kill the first 2-3 months of the 9-month wait. But see, once you hit springtime,
they'll probably reveal his outfit.
I think he's gonna have like some type of code. It's gonna be like black or dark blue. It's gonna be like something like it's not gonna be leather. I think it's gonna be like what's the fabric? Suede or something.
That's a different form of leather, but yeah, okay.
I don't know. I think they're going to do something different. Like it's going to be, he's going to have a long coat, I think. Like he's going to have, not like a Tennant coat, not like a Matt Smith, but it's going to be something like, something dark.
Columbo?
Dark.
Stephen, we're looking at an airplane. What's going on, mate?
Yeah.
How do I get out of this?
Yeah.
I don't know if the long coat might make him look too lanky because he's a really thin guy. I don't know. They might want to bulk him up a little bit.
Yeah, we'll need
thin guy.
We'll need to feed him on some haggis.
I think his sonic screwdriver is going to be a little weird. I think they're going to make it like a weird top or something with something like to reflect the old Doctors but new. Like maybe it does.
Here's the thing. I don't think the console room is going to get changed one bit. But I do think he's going to get a new screwdriver.
You think he's going to keep the costume from the snowman, like type of thing?
The console room, yeah. Why would you?
The console room. The console room.
Yeah. Why the hell would you spend the budget on changing that and then just change it a year later?
Yeah, I think he'll keep the console room. Yeah.
Possibly, yeah.
Although that would throw things out of whack because he said that when you regenerate, the Tardis regenerates around. He said that because it blew up. Only if it blows up. Like if it's about to blow up or get destroyed, yeah.
Well, the last 2 times he regenerated in the Tardis. That's why I want him to do something where he's not even near the Tardis. When Matt Smith regenerates.
Who was the last one to regenerate? Oh, it was McCoy. He was in the hospital bed. And then before that, it was Davison. Baker to Davison.
Yes, Eccleston and
Fourth Doctor was on Earth. He fell, so it was.
Yeah, I want Matt Smith's Doctor to regenerate outside the TARDIS.
And John Pertwee did it in unit headquarters.
Yeah. But Bill Hartnell, Chris Eccleston, and Dave Tennant have all regenerated in the TARDIS. The rest of it outside.
Right. Yeah. And Davison was in TARDIS and Colin Baker. Yeah.
I mean, my journey. I know.
Oh yeah, sorry, Davison as well. Yeah.
We all. But they were more like their regenerations weren't like quickenings from the Highlander blowing everything up. You know what I'm saying? But
there can be only 13. Yeah.
I would love the Doctor to regenerate underwater.
Yeah, you keep talking about that.
I don't know.
Fighting water.
Yeah,
I want to see him fight a sea devil in the water, like this.
You just see it like an explosion under the water, and Capaldi comes out like and shit. I think that's something like epic would be cool. But
that'd be freaky.
It also costs like $1 million.
It's it comes out the water after the glow dies down and it's misty and foggy.
The whole budget of Series 8 that became the 50th. That didn't become the 50th.
Yeah. Shot in a 2-minute sequence. Yeah.
The greatest 2 minutes in Doctor history. Yeah.
But I'm excited to see his regeneration.
Me too, man.
Fingers crossed. I mean, I love Mets, and I wish his Doctor kept going. But I'm excited. I'm just hoping they do something out of the box with his regeneration.
I'm looking forward to Peter Capaldi, and I'm also I have a strong feeling that Russell T. Davies will be back for the 10th anniversary and write it. I have a big feeling
Well,
he may.
yeah, I'd like to see
F-
Russell T. Davis
Because
at least
in
write an episode.
a way, it's his anniversary, really, more than the 50th, because he brought it back. So if he's going to be a part of anything, it'll be the 10th anniversary.
Would love him to come back and at least write an episode.
Please.
If he doesn't come back fully fight, at least come back and collaborate on an episode.
Yeah.
At least write an episode or two-part or something.
What do you think, Stephen Price? Do you think?
Yeah, Capaldi is going to be there for a very, very long time.
What about
Well,
Russell T. Davis? You think
Assuming his health holds up, yeah.
he's healthy?
No, I don't think so.
You don't want Russell T. Davis? No.
He wants John Barrowman back.
Oh, yeah.
No, you don't.
Oh, yeah.
Diggity.
John Barrowman in a bikini.
No, man.
Oh, God, no.
No, man.
Yeah.
You don't like that.
Steve-
We need Captain Jack to come back, though, and at least
Steve-
an episode or two.
Stephen Price's favourite chat is...
We got like a minute, guys, because
All right, real quick.
All right.
We cannot let Captain Jack's last episode be Miracle Day.
Oh, shit, no.
We can't.
I would propose he be with Vastra, Jenny, Strax, and River, a Doctor Who light episode for Series 8 with all of them in it and Clara.
Okay, right. See you goodbye, folks.
All right, guys. Take care. Bye for now.
See ya.